4. My heart has not once fluttered in Nolan's presence. I'd been so focused on Sammy's disappearance and defending my family's reputation on a nationally renowned podcast, the thought of him and me had never crossed my mind. Since Mal was found, nothing has been on my mind other than her. Today is the first time I'm seeing him since he was discharged from the hospital, and as he approaches my car, 2 minutes early by the way, it's not only fluttering, my heart is doing backflips. Any relationship I've ever had has been lust at first sight. I've thought about what they'd be like in bed within minutes of an introduction and normally got my answer within the first few nights. I often hear friends talk about how they were acquaintances with their husbands or wives first, sometimes for years, before feelings developed. I cannot fathom that scenario. You mean to tell me you just coexisted with a man, oftentimes while working 40-hour weeks alongside him, and not once felt an attraction until, bam, one day you fell madly in love? Impossible. Well, until today. I couldn't call it madly in love, but I'm definitely seeing Nolan in a different light, and now it occurs to me that I'm not sure he's even straight, let alone single. He's been so far off my radar, we hadn't even had the conversation. Nice sling, my friend. Did you get in a bar fight? I greet him playfully and gesture toward his injured arm. It was the strangest thing. I crept into the basement of a man I suspected to be a murderer, and would you believe it? When he found me, he shot me, he replies with a much more jovial vibe than I would have had I just taken a bullet through my shoulder trying to save a near stranger. I take a few steps in his direction and place my hand on his non-injured arm. In case I haven't mentioned it today, I appreciate you very, very much. The whole family does. Whatever you need in life, we're here. Yesterday, I arrived at my cabin to find an expensive bottle of scotch from your dad, fresh baked muffins from Deb and Brenda, an array of freshly sliced deli meats from Lou, and a heartfelt text from Doug. I think your family is all caught up on showing their appreciation, I assure you. I scrunch my face. No gift from Nicole? Nah, but she did flip me off last night when she took the trash out to the dumpster and then flung her still-lit cigarette butt at me, so I guess you could call that a gift. She's smoking again? I blurt out. We've been spending so much time making sure she's not drowning herself in liquor, the thought never occurred to me that she'd pick up her other bad habits again. That's what you got out of that story? He laughs, and I shrug. Okay, so where are we going for coffee, Miss Mysterious? I give him a quick wink. Get in the car. Yes, ma'am, he replies, taking his time to navigate the doorframe before settling in the passenger seat. I can't imagine how it feels to lose use of one of your arms, even if it is only temporary. Nolan sniffs the air inside the car as he closes the door and reaches for his seatbelt. His eyes connect with the 2 fresh coffees sitting in the cup holders of my Highlander. 2 splashes of oat milk, no sweetener, I say, motioning to his cup. I just got them from the restaurant so we could go somewhere private and have a conversation without curious eyes on us. How did you know how I take my coffee? He asks, before lifting the lid to confirm that I did, in fact, nail the oat milk to coffee ratio. He takes a sip and the edges of his mouth curve up into a slight grin. I had to listen to a few episodes of your damn podcast to make sure you weren't some hack job wannabe journalist before I agreed to talk to you. You seem to yap about how you take your coffee at least once an episode. You trying to get a Folger sponsorship or something? I tease. Well, you must have liked what you heard if you agreed to let me interview you. And for the record, I'm trying to get a Dunkin' Donuts sponsorship. Come on. We better get out of here before Lou finds oat milk in the bar cooler. I plan to blame Dougie, I tell him while I shift my car into reverse. I can see him smile and take another sip out of the corner of my eye as I pull out of Bernard's Lakeside Inn. Fucking yuppies, he mumbles in a decently accurate impression of Lou. So you have gotten to know Lou, I say with a laugh. Fucking yuppies is her response to any sort of request for food or drink that Bernard's doesn't carry. She refuses to carry oat milk, veggie patties, gluten-free buns, or egg substitutes, and told me if I ever stock those items after she dies, her only mission in the afterlife will be to haunt me so intensely I shit my pants. That's a direct quote.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.